The arrival of the sky was unusually quiet over the city of New Haven, as if the world itself was holding its breath. Scientists in the Global Space Observation Center stared at the monitors in disbelief. Strange signals from deep space were growing stronger, signals that no human technology had ever seen before. It started as small blips on the radar, but soon the size and speed of the objects became impossible to ignore. These were not ordinary asteroids or comets. Their movements were precise, intelligent, and terrifying. In the early morning, the first fleet of alien ships appeared just beyond the orbit of the moon. They were massive, metallic, and unlike anything Earth had ever encountered. Each ship emitted a low hum that resonated even through the atmosphere, sending shivers down the spines of all who heard it. Governments around the world were alerted immediately. Sirens wailed, and people watched the skies in panic. Military jets scrambled, missiles were prepared, but the humans knew their weapons were primitive compared to the invaders' technology. The aliens did not hesitate. They sent probe ships to Earth's outposts, striking remote research bases with devastating precision. Fires erupted in deserts and mountains where scientists once studied the stars in peace. Messages from the colonies came in only briefly before going silent. Leaving terror in their wake, humanity realized the attackers were not here to negotiate. They were here to conquer. Despite the fear, humans did not panic completely. The brightest minds in science and military strategy gathered in emergency sessions. They analyzed the alien signals, trying to find patterns, weaknesses, or any way to fight back. The first reports of alien attacks were horrifying, but small victories were noticed. One stealth drone survived a probe strike, hinting that the invaders were not invincible. In cities, people watched the sky as alien ships hovered silently over major centers. Lights flashed across the clouds as the fleet demonstrated their presence. Some tried to flee, some prayed, while others prepared to fight with whatever they had. Rumors spread of alien scouts examining the population, testing human defenses. The tension was unbearable, and every heartbeat seemed louder than the last. Deep underground, the Earth Defense Command activated secret protocols. Bunkers and hidden weapons facilities began to hum with energy. A plan was forming, bold and dangerous, a counterstrike that no one thought possible. Soldiers trained tirelessly, engineers built weapons at unprecedented speed, and scientists worked day and night. The world united, despite fear, to face the greatest threat in human history. On the night the first strike on an alien outpost occurred, the sky glowed with explosions. Fires lit the horizon as humans witnessed their first successful defense. Though the aliens were powerful, they underestimated the resolve and ingenuity of humanity. The balance of power was uncertain, and both sides prepared for the inevitable escalation. Earth had been attacked, but humanity was awake, alert, and ready to fight back. And so began the first chapter of a war that would test every human mind and every human heart. A war that would show that even in the face of unimaginable power, Earth would not bow. The counterattack after the first alien strike. Earth was not the same. Fear still hung in the air, but determination burned brighter. Leaders of the Earth Defense Command gathered in secret, planning a counterattack that could turn the tide. Scientists revealed hidden technologies, some recovered from old space missions, and some newly invented under extreme pressure. Weapons that could pierce alien shields, drones that could mimic their movements, and AI systems that could predict attacks were all prepared. Military fleets moved cautiously through orbit, hiding in asteroid belts and behind satellites. Human pilots trained day and night, practicing maneuvers against simulated alien ships. Each mission was dangerous, but they knew the fate of Earth depended on their success. Every small victory gave hope, and every failure taught new lessons. Humans were learning faster than the aliens expected, adapting in ways that were unpredictable. The first counterstrike began with stealth. Elite drones and fighter jets approached the alien scouts quietly. Missiles and laser beams struck with precision, and one alien ship was destroyed entirely. Humans cheered, but they knew this was only the beginning. The aliens were powerful, but their arrogance would be their weakness. On the ground, cities reinforced defenses, anti-aircraft systems, energy shields, and rapid response teams were all ready. People watched as the alien fleet adjusted to human resistance. Smoke and fire marked the battlefields, but humanity refused to surrender. Every strike, every defense, every human effort mattered. Scientists analyzed alien technology to find patterns. They discovered weak points in shields, flaws in flight patterns, and methods to confuse alien sensors, humans began designing traps, sending decoy ships to lure the aliens into dangerous zones. Suspense grew as some missions almost failed. Pilots faced explosions, near collisions, and alien counterattacks, but they survived. In one daring operation, a small human squad infiltrated an alien ship that had been damaged during battle. Inside, they saw strange machines, glowing energy cores, and maps showing the alien homeworld. The humans realized the aliens' entire civilization was at stake if Earth retaliated. The information was priceless, giving humans a chance to strike where it hurt most. Plans for a bold strike on the alien homeworld began to form, but no one underestimated the danger. As weeks passed, humanity's counterattacks grew bolder. Alien scouts that once terrorized remote colonies were now hunted and destroyed. Humans moved with confidence, using speed, intelligence, and unexpected strategies. The aliens began to show signs of confusion, sometimes retreating or regrouping in panic. It was the first sign that Earth could fight back, that humans were more than just prey. Night fell over the planet, but humanity did not rest. Scientists and soldiers alike worked tirelessly, planning the next moves. The sky still held the threat of alien ships, but hope glimmered in every city. The first counterattack had been a success, small but significant. Humans had shown the universe that Earth would not fall easily, and so, the war was no longer one-sided. Humanity had learned, adapted, and struck back. The aliens had underestimated the human spirit, the cleverness of the mind, and the courage of ordinary people. The stage was set for the next phase of battle, one that could decide the fate of both worlds. The infiltration humanity's victories had bought time, but the war was far from over. The alien fleet still hovered above the planet, watching, waiting, and planning their next strike. Leaders of the Earth Defense Command knew that to win, they needed more than defense, they needed information. A team of elite soldiers, engineers, and scientists was assembled for a daring infiltration mission. Their goal was clear: understand the alien technology, find weaknesses, and gather intelligence about the alien homeworld. Under the cover of night, stealth ships slipped through space. They moved silently, avoiding patrols, and cloaked against detection. Inside, human operatives prepared to board a captured alien scout. The atmosphere inside the ship was strange, with glowing panels and hums of energy that pulsed through the metal walls. Every step was tense, every sound amplified. As humans explored the alien ship cautiously, they discovered alien maps, star charts, and records of previous attacks. One map showed the location of the alien homeworld, a planet far beyond the outer rim. The humans realized the aliens had invested everything in this war. Destroying Earth could have been their ultimate goal, but their planet's safety was just as important. The team gathered data, photographed systems, and transmitted information back to Earth. While the infiltration team worked, tension was high on both sides. Alien patrols scanned the corridors, sensors flickering with alert signals. A single mistake could alert the entire fleet, leading to instant capture or worse. Human soldiers moved with precision, disabling security systems, hacking controls, and staying one step ahead. Every moment was suspenseful. Every corner could hide danger. Back on Earth, scientists analyzed the stolen data eagerly. They discovered alien weapon frequencies, shield designs, and patterns in fleet movement. It became clear that the alien homeworld was vulnerable in ways they had never imagined. A plan formed to strike at the heart of the enemy civilization, but it was risky, and the cost could be enormous. Meanwhile, the infiltration team faced the aliens directly. One patrol ship discovered them, and a tense chase began inside the alien vessel. Energy beams flashed, metal walls shook, and alarms blared. The humans used ingenuity and teamwork to escape, proving once again that human courage and cleverness could match alien power. By the end of the mission, they returned to their stealth ship with critical information, hearts pounding, but spirits high. As the fleet retreated into space, the Earth Defense Command studied the maps carefully. They realized this information gave humanity the first real chance to turn the war in their favor. Humans could strike at the alien homeworld, not just defend Earth. Suspense and anticipation grew among leaders and soldiers alike. The stage was set for a bold and dangerous decision that could decide the fate of both civilizations. Humanity had learned the aliens underestimated them. They had shown intelligence, adaptability, and courage in the face of overwhelming odds. The infiltration mission had opened a new chapter in the war. It was no longer just about defending Earth. It was about taking the fight to the enemy. The next step would be the most daring yet, a move that could change the course of history forever. And so, the humans prepared, with knowledge in hand, courage in their hearts, and the future of the planet at stake. They would not retreat. They would not falter. The infiltration had shown that Earth could fight back, and now it was time to strike. The humans were ready, with knowledge of the alien homeworld and its weaknesses. Earth's fleets assembled for the greatest strike in history. Ships of all sizes moved into formation, energy shields humming, weapons primed, and AI systems calculating every possibility. Soldiers and pilots knew the risk, but courage burned stronger than fear. This was humanity's chance to end the war. Before the aliens could launch another devastating attack, the alien homeworld came into view, a massive planet with swirling storms and shining cities. Sensors picked up the alien fleets waiting to defend their world. They were confident, believing humans could never reach them. But humans had learned, adapted, and prepared. Surprise would be their greatest weapon. The battle began with a thunderous roar. Human ships darted through space, avoiding alien weapons while striking weak points. Energy beams lit up the darkness, explosions shook the void, and metal screamed under fire. Elite fighter squadrons performed daring maneuvers, dodging attacks and striking with deadly precision. On the ground, human-controlled drones sabotaged power systems, causing confusion among the alien defenders. Despite the chaos, humans pressed forward. They combined stealth, speed, and strategy to outmaneuver the aliens. Every strike was carefully calculated, designed to hit the homeworld's core defenses. Alien leaders realized too late that they had underestimated human intelligence. Panic spread through their ranks. Ships collided, and shields failed one after another. In orbit, human AI guided fleets with flawless accuracy. Missiles, energy cannons, and plasma bombs targeted key facilities. The alien population panicked, fleeing from cities, but nowhere was safe. The humans' coordinated attack struck at the heart of the alien civilization. Every victory came at a cost, but humanity had the momentum. On the surface, explosions tore through alien cities. The once mighty structures crumbled under human firepower. The planet shook, storms intensified, and the aliens realized their defeat was inevitable. Humans watched from orbit, feeling the weight of their actions. They were victorious, but the cost of war was clear in the destruction below. The aliens made a final, desperate counterattack. Ships rushed at human fleets in a last attempt to defend their home. Pilots faced incredible danger, weaving through fire and debris. But human tactics were superior, intelligence and courage winning over brute force. The alien strike failed, leaving humanity in full control. Finally, the alien homeworld collapsed in a chain reaction. Massive explosions lit the skies, debris scattered across space, and silence followed. Earth had survived, humanity had won, and the invaders were no more. The victory was complete, but humans understood the power of the universe. They had fought wisely, bravely, and strategically, showing the strength of the human spirit. As ships returned to Earth, celebration was tempered by reflection. The war had tested every mind, every heart, and every skill. Humans had struck hard and smart, proving that Earth would never bow to alien invaders. The showdown had ended, but its lessons would remain forever. Humanity had proven that courage, intelligence, and unity could conquer even the most powerful enemies. And so, Earth stood victorious, the homeworld of the invaders destroyed, their fleets shattered. Humanity had risen against impossible odds. The war was far from over in the universe, but the first victory was theirs, a victory that would be remembered as the day humans showed their strength, courage, and cunning. The battle was over. Silence fell across the cosmos, broken only by the crackling of distant debris. Earth's fleets returned home, battered but triumphant. People across the planet celebrated cautiously, knowing that victory had come at a great cost. Cities lit up with fireworks, cheers echoed in streets, but the memory of the war remained fresh in every mind. Leaders and scientists gathered to assess the damage and study the alien technology. They marveled at the discoveries, devices far beyond human invention. Earth had gained not only survival but knowledge. The captured data would advance science, medicine, energy, and space travel by decades. Humanity realized that the war had made them stronger, smarter, and more united than ever before. Survivors of the alien civilization were few, scattered across distant systems. Some had fled into the void, hiding to recover. Others were captured and studied carefully by human researchers. Despite the destruction, humanity showed restraint, understanding the power of mercy and justice. The universe had witnessed that Earth could fight, but it could also act wisely on the streets of New Haven and other major cities. Ordinary people told stories of courage. Children listened wide-eyed to tales of pilots who risked everything, engineers who saved fleets with clever designs, and soldiers who fought with honor. The stories spread, inspiring hope and pride in the hearts of all humans. The world felt smaller yet larger, connected by the shared triumph over a powerful enemy. People realized that humanity was capable of incredible things when united by a common goal. Governments began to build alliances, sharing knowledge and preparing defenses. Earth would never again be caught unprepared. A new era of vigilance and exploration had begun. Plans were made to explore the systems beyond, to ensure that no threat could rise unnoticed. Humans had learned that the universe was dangerous, but they were ready. Yet even in victory, questions remained. Would the surviving aliens return seeking revenge? Could other civilizations exist that were even stronger and more cunning? These thoughts hung over humanity like distant stars. But for now, Earth had won, and the spirit of humans had proven unbreakable. They had faced destruction, adapted, fought back, and emerged victorious. In laboratories and command centers, people worked tirelessly to prepare for the future. New ships were built, strategies improved, and young minds trained for the challenges ahead. The story of the invasion would be remembered for generations, a lesson in courage, intelligence, and unity. Humans had shown that even against overwhelming odds, they could rise. Earth was no longer just a planet, it was a symbol of resilience and power. And so, the first great war of humanity in the stars had ended. Humans looked to the skies with pride, hope, and vigilance. The alien threat was gone, but the universe was vast. Earth had survived, thrived, and proven that no invader could break the human spirit. Humanity had won, learned, and grown, ready for whatever the cosmos might throw next. The victory belonged to every soldier, scientist, engineer, and citizen. The day the aliens attacked and Earth struck back would be remembered forever. It was a story of courage, unity, and the unstoppable will of humanity. And so, the humans of Earth looked ahead, stronger, wiser, and ready for the stars.